welcome to Columbine Lake in the San Juan Mountains of Colorado. It took me only 10 minutes to drive to the trailhead from downtown Silverton. I was staying at the Avon Historic Hotel and Hostel, which I highly recommend. This hike in total is about 8 miles out and back. It's pretty steep. There's one section that you have 2,000 feet of elevation gain in just 2 miles, so it's hard work, but it is so worth it. This trail is so stunning. Let me show you guys around. By the way, I apologize for the wind in the background. I do not have my headphones with me, so I can't put them in as like kind of a wind blocker. So my apologies, it's just a windy day out here today. Unless you have a high clearance vehicle, you're going to start out your hike by taking this HOV road up to the actual start of the trail. It's about 0.8 miles from the dirt road up the HOV road to where the trail actually starts. But if you have a high clearance vehicle, you can cut off that extra 0.8 miles. The trail pretty quickly starts going up these steep switchbacks through this really nice pine forest where everything's really green. And this is where that 2 miles of 2,000 feet of elevation gain begins. So it's the first 2 miles of the actual trail, not including that 0.8 on the HOV road. The steep trail continues as you get above tree line, but it's super pretty, so you're barely even gonna notice. Don't forget to look backwards occasionally for the views, because you certainly are going to be rewarded for all of that climbing. I personally love being above tree line because you can see exactly where the trail goes in front of you. Side note, I'm filming this on September 3rd and there's still a snow patch. Did you hear that meep? That was a pika, which is a really adorable mountain rodent, which you could see up here. This is a high elevation hike. You go up over 12,000 feet and you gain about 2,800 feet of elevation on your trek. I got really lucky in that on September 3rd, there are still a ton of wildflowers out here. Ta-da! Columbine Lake. By the way, I looked up why Colorado's mountain lakes are sometimes so blue, and apparently it's because when glaciers melt in the summer, they leave a residue behind called glacial flour, which remains suspended in the water and doesn't sink, causing that blue color. I'll put a link down in the show notes that will describe it better than I can. Once you reach the lake, then you turn around and go back where you came from. Side note, I'm on the way down and I didn't see too many people coming up. I started at about 8:30 a.m. on a Sunday, but coming down, I've seen so many people pass so many people. So I'd recommend doing this at non-peak hours, non-peak days maybe, if you can do that. Catching some rain on the way down. I love these green forests, man, especially after the John Muir Trail being so beige and gray. Oh, I just love all this green. I'm almost back, but just wanted to show a few cars on the HOV road. Score! Wild raspberries, yes! Just about back to my car. All in all, that took me about 4 hours, and I took probably a 10 to 15 minute break up at the lake. Obviously, that's gonna vary based on your speed and endurance level, but I'm not particularly fast, but I do have pretty good endurance. And yeah, that was just a nice little half day. Wow, none of these cars were here when I first got here. This is right before the turnoff for the HOV road. Thanks for being here, you guys. Make sure you subscribe for more hiking, backpacking, and outdoor content, and I'll see y'all next time.